Hey Lawn Care Nation, hopefully you guys are all doing well. I got some really good feedback about a month ago on the video I did that had basically mowing a lawn with commentary. And a lot of you guys said that you enjoyed watching videos of mowing when there is commentary, sort of going through my thought process of what I'm doing while I'm on that lawn. So I thought I would do another one and show you guys a new client that I picked up this year. This one is an interesting property because I was literally hired to mow half the yard. So it's a little bit bigger property than what I'm used to doing, sort of in the tighter neighborhoods. So it's one that I can use the turf tracer on, but it's a property where the owner's been here for many decades, and they still enjoy mowing their lawn. They just are not physically able to mow the entire lawn anymore. So they've basically hired me to do the front little section and then the front big section, and then there's a strip of lawn that goes along the driveway all the way to the back of the property that they still handle, and there's a fenced off gated backyard that they mow themselves still as well. So I just handle the largely just the big main area and the little strip of grass that's on the other side of the fence in front of that main area. So I thought I'd take you guys along to check this one out. This one's very interesting too because the client doesn't require me to bag the clippings. They say that they've always just mulched them or side discharged them, you know, all the decades that they've lived here, so they're completely fine with that. So with the turf tracer, I just side discharge it, and it turns out really good. So it's a fun one for me to do. I do bag the front, just in front of the fence. Only because I have to park across the street, and it's kind of a busy street, and the bag is in the back of the trailer, and I don't want to leave it in the back of the trailer because I can't see the truck and trailer from certain angles when I'm on the property. So I take the bag with me, I throw it on the mower, and I just bag that front little strip. And then once I get into the big area, then I just dump the grass there, and I leave the bag there on the lawn by the house, and then I side discharge everything else and then put it on. So I mainly just bag this little front section just because I don't want to leave the bag on the trailer, you know, where I can't see it. Yeah, let's get to it. So this street is kind of a main road here. It's not super busy all the time, but it does get busy some of the time. You can see the double yellow line there, not to cross. So it's the house there with the white fence across the street. So we'll start off with the string trimming. Get into all these tight areas that I won't be able to get with the mower. Kind of a cool, very traditional farmhouse type fence. Trimming around the perimeter of the house now. There's a slope here on half of the yard is higher up than the other half. Go around the air conditioning unit here. Around this chain link fence. Gotta love string trimming around a chain link fence. Great way to go through string line. And along this hedge, I always have to be pretty careful There's a lot of wild rabbits in the areas, and every week there's a few that pop out of this hedge as I trim. Not sure what this person here on the sidewalk in the big yellow reflective vest was doing. They just kind of sat there looking at me. I thought they wanted to talk to me, but as I got closer, they started to step away. Trimming all done. Let's go grab the mower. See, on this street, there's only parking on one side of the street. And because the driveway is kind of narrow, I don't like pulling into the driveway then having to back out into traffic. Like I mentioned earlier, I do bag the lawn just to this front strip in front of the fence, just because I don't like leaving the bag on the trailer across the street. Here I go to dump it. And you can see these bins here. You can see one has a blue lid, one has a green lid, and one has a black lid. The blue one's for recycling, the green one is for green waste, and the black one's for garbage. So although I bag all of my properties, the ones that I do, I can just dump into those green bins. They're picked up each week by the city. And then I just take the bag and drop it off on those rocks around the house. And I start to side discharge, and I don't even bother taking off the backing plate that holds the bagger kit on. Go down the slope and start to do my perimeter cut around the whole property. And now I start to lay my stripes. Now on this 36-inch turf tracer, I run the Oregon Gator blades all year long. They do a great job bagging as well, because the bagger kit is sort of that side-mounted bagger kit. It's basically like side discharging into the bag. But because the Gator blades have those serrated teeth, you can see just how fine the grass clippings are that come out, even without like a mulch kit or anything like that. Just having the grass clippings having to pass from one side of the deck over to the other side, going through those serrated teeth, just almost makes it like a powder coming out. It does a really good job if you're side discharging lawns. Almost that you can't even see the clippings at times. Now I tend to make my turns really wide so that I don't tear up the lawn. This tends to sometimes leave little circles of uncut grass because of the sort of wider turn I'm making, but I'll take care of that at the end. When I finish my stripes, I'll do another perimeter pass, but just inside the original perimeter pass, and that usually will cover all of those little areas that might have been left uncut. Also, when I'm side discharging this property, I always try to be careful around that air conditioning unit, so I'm not directing clippings into the air conditioning vents there. This is one of the reasons I love the turf tracer. It just handles, so many different types of property so well, like this one here with this little hill or berm partway through. Even on the sulky, it's very comfortable to ride up and down the hill or on an angle sideways. Again, you can see just how fine the clippings are that are coming out with those gator blades. And these clippings are so fine they kind of blow in the wind. So here I start to go around the perimeter again. This is where I start to do my second pass around the perimeter, but just inside of that very first pass I started with. This is just to make sure I get any of those uncut areas from where I made my turns. And now I do the slow ride out. Always going along my stripes, so I'm not riding across the yard to exit. And make my way back to the house to pick up my bag. And then back to the truck. I start to blow all the clippings off the paved surfaces that I may have spread from the trimmer. I'm using the Echo PB2520. This is my absolute favorite trimmer. I still use it on a daily basis on every property. It does a fantastic job. So much power for a handheld blower. So there you go, all done. Looks good. It's kind of a neat house if you look at the architecture and stuff. Looks like it's probably one of the original farmhouses for the area. Probably also why it still has a larger property compared to the rest of the houses around it. So there you go, Lawn Care Nation, all done with that one. And like I said, you know, it's kind of a fun one for me because I don't need to bag with it. You know, it's really quite an easy one to do, to be able to get out there on the turf tracer and just let it side discharge, so rain, shine, it doesn't really make a difference. I can get out there and just side discharge, and it makes it go a lot easier. Wish they could all be side discharge. Unfortunately, with the majority of the houses being small and tight, little neighborhoods and gardens and stuff, there's just too much around. It would just take so much cleanup time, blowing time to blow out gardens. It's just easier to bag stuff here. So that's it for this one, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you like these types of videos where I just show you my day-to-day jobs and add some commentary talking my sort of thought process of what you're seeing on the screen. So that's it for this one, guys. Here's to wishing you guys all overwhelming success and freedom in your lawn care business. Bye for now.